Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Tug. Today we are here in person next to each other in a very, very, very cozy way.
Oh, is that a roll of quarters? Are you happy to see me, baby?
Oh my god. Guys, so we're here at our Brooklyn headquarters today.
Brooklyn.
CEO had to come in and check the building, make sure that things are running up in here and that people are clocking in and doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I'm hoping we pass with flying colors.
Oh, you guys are doing amazing. Amazing. My building manager production is doing an amazing job at keeping things
Ship afloat.
tight, okay?
Squeaky clean.
Tight. We have a very different episode today. We are come more center. Wait.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, Chandler. Is that okay?
Don't be putting people's business out there, girl, because you don't know who we can.
Friends. You know,
Yeah.
guy never watched Friends.
Don't be doing too much on my stuff, girl. Today is going to be a different episode because of course we're recording this on a Thursday. A new episode of Drag Race is out tomorrow, so you'll be able to get that recap from us early next week. But today we wanted to start a new I guess segment as part of our podcast, a new category of episodes where we just talk about hot topics, things that are currently happening in pop culture, in our lives, and on social media, things that are just popping.
It's what you need to know, so you are someone wants to get to know. You
Right,
know? You gotta
right.
stay in the inn.
You gotta know things, so why not get it from us? With that said, happy Pride Month!
Okay. I think I'm so excited for this Pride Month. Well, this year of Pride. Is because I don't know, it just feels like a birthday, being that my half birthday is only 2 weeks away.
Mm.
But I'm just like, I'm gonna give it to the girls. Like, when you're in school and it's like maybe you're a junior but you got invited to junior prom and you pop out, but senior prom you just popped out.
Right.
Like, I feel like this season I'm like so literally cozy with me and myself and life. And
Cozy
I'm just
with
like,
who I am.
period.
I love myself, goddamn. Cozy.
Cozy. Yeah, that's my piece on that. I'm excited. There's a lot of new things coming up, especially upcoming events that we're gonna be hopefully partaking in. We have the Unity Greek Pride event that's going to be on Sunday, June 25th. We are already gonna be posting our Eventbrite where you could go and register. If you are Greek, sign up. Queer and Greek is what's important because that is what we're celebrating this month. But we also love you allies that are tuning in, so make sure to be out there supporting us and see if you catch us on the float.
Right. No, for real. So really make sure to come support this event. It's a great event where people that are queer can come together. If you were into sorority and fraternity life while you were in undergrad and you know someone that's queer or you consider yourself an ally, join the United Greek Pride Festival, right? And register. We're gonna put all of this information in the description box for our YouTube viewers and also in the episode description for all of our podcast listeners. So make sure to attend that event. And also just pop out. It's Pride. It's that time to just spread love, be a good person, get some good karma in your life. For once.
And this is the time to do it. If not now, then Christmas. And it's like, why wait 6 months? This is it.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Right.
What you mean, right? I'm asking you, what are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, what do you mean? Like, as in for Pride?
Yeah, like obviously we're gonna make a different experience for you right now.
So I'm definitely going to be kikiing for Pride because it's Pride. Like, we're going to be kikiing. But for the first time, it's like I'm also like in talking to a person. So it's like I'm eager to see how that is because I don't even know. I'm also okay with it being like we somehow do some things together, but I'm also okay with it Pride just being me and my girls, So it's like I don't know. I'm indifferent about it for right now. So
that's such a good point you bring up too. Not the relationship part, but most of the part of like what group is gonna be the group? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like last year I did a mistake of having like all the allies with me, and I was like,
We're not doing that again.
not this time.
We're
I
not doing
can't.
that. No, we're not doing that again.
Oh, well,
But
I hope you guys figure out the schedule.
no, yeah, we're definitely going to we're definitely going to figure something out. But what I will be doing is kiki, and I'm going to be looking cunty as hell, and I'm going to be doing what I got to do. And also talking about Pride, on June 17th at the Yard at $3 bill, there's a
Oh, my favorite.
nightlife benefit happening called Stand Up NYC. And this is being produced by performer, artist, and drag queen Julie J from New York, and Aaron Hawk, who is another activist, fundraiser, and nightlife producer. So this is, we wanted to take the time in our podcast to like highlight events that were happening in our community that are local events, but we should be spreading the word. You know, they're events that are going to be positively impacting our queer community, and I think it's important for us to do our part even in just promoting it.
Yeah.
You know, so for when it comes to hot topics this entire Pride month, we're going to be promoting all of the events that we see on social media. So if you follow us on our personal Instagrams, or if you follow the Talk at the Talk podcast, send us your events so that we can talk about them here on the show. But yeah, make sure you check out Stand Up NYC and Nightlife Benefit. It's a drag show. Some of your favorites are going to be there, and it's all for, you know, a good cause. Tickets are on sale now. Look them up on Instagram at Stand Up NYC Benefit. So
June
yeah,
17th.
June
Mark your
17th.
calendar.
Okay, so are you ready to get into this timeline halftime report?
Let's go.
The TL has been hot, and
This is a timeline halftime report. Port.
That was so good. Thank you. That was so good. The TL has been hot, and the thing with these drag queens is that they're gonna read each other. You know?
So what?
They're to Phil. They're going to read each other down, bitch.
So what's the hot gossip? What's the 411?
So I don't know.
Being shady to who?
So I don't know if you know. Well, you can always count on Bianca Del Rio to always be shady with someone.
She was born shady.
You know, like she was born naked and the red was shade. You know, like she is shade. So Aquaria had recently tweeted one of our, you know, season 12 winner, Aquaria. Season 10, I'm sorry. Oof, I stand corrected. Season 10 winner, Aquaria. One of my favorite winners, actually. So I'm so mad that I, you know, disrespected her season. Oh,
Production is calling.
My man is calling, child. Hold on.
That's the benefactor.
Baby, I'm on air. Say hi. Okay, bye.
Hi.
What you said? What's Team Tuck?
What's Tea Talk?
I said, what's tea talk?
Okay, girl. What you trying to say, girl?
That's a new segment.
What's up?
What's Tea Talk? You're here another week with us, so we're gonna be recapping this week's episode.
You got 35 seconds. Speak your shit. What are some things on your chest right now? As a queer man, happy Pride. Go. You're right now. You're in the
Caller
streets.
number one.
Caller number one.
I'm calling in Jacksonville, Florida, and I just have to say, Lala Ree, you don't deserve to be on All Stars 8. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
From the bottom of my heart, you don't deserve to be on All Stars 8. You weren't ready, and that's okay. You should have just said, you know what? See me for All Stars 9. Jessica Wilde, you're amazing. You're gonna win. I love you. That's all I have to say.
Well, there you have it,
You heard it
folks.
here first.
This is a Tuck exclusive.
You guys experience our first live caller, which is something new that we will be doing.
Wow. Okay, baby. Call you later. Bye.
Yo.
Yo!
Timeline, halftime, report.
Yo!
Give me a soundbar.
Yo, it's like whenever we start recording these episodes, God just be dropping. Like,
He's here.
like,
He's on the mic.
yeah, like. Production said he did not have to do all of that.
Gave it like that was such a good like tuck story. Like
Yeah,
that's tuck history. By
that's
the way,
Tuck history. Like our first caller.
our first caller, and it was such good commentary and opinion.
Hmm.
Mysterious and stays anonymous.
Yes. So listen, back to what even just started this, okay?
Miss Aquaria. And
Miss
Bianca Del Rio.
Aquaria had gone on Twitter and said, "Wait, do y'all think that Mistress, season 15 Mistress, would let me be her guest when she hosts the pit stop whenever the current host goes full blown senile?"
Pause.
So she's obviously talking about Bianca Del Rio.
Of course, the current host.
And, Mistress was recently on the pit stop and had an amazing performance on the pit stop. Mistress,
Hilarious.
you rocked that guest performance on the pit stop. Like, I
could
cannot stop laughing. So I think that I've seen the chatter online. People want Mistress to host the pit stop.
Now that,
especially after she was just on it, and like she was just so funny, and like she knew how to carry the conversation with Bianca,
and not cross the line.
And that's not with everybody because it's not been happening with everybody.
Well, but Sugar and Spices, fucking,
it's like they're legitimately good reality TV stars. They're funny. They're genuinely who they are, and they know how to move the needle. So I think that Mistress could be a really good person for a pit stop host.
I mean, she even had be laughing. That's a lot.
I could see Mistress taking that chair and never giving it up.
Well,
like giving to the point that it's like y'all cannot get rid of me because y'all know I know how to host this shit. Anyways,
it's something I'm looking forward to. So
I would love to. I mean, we're starting the petition. Mistress should be the next host of the pit stop.
What is that website called? Change.org.
Change.org. Production, can you please get on that? By the time this episode wraps, can we please have that change.org so we can put it on our on our bio? We must have Mistress be the next host of the pit stop. Production says she's on it. And
Bianca's next shitty tweet is gonna say "fuck the tuck," but let's get into the fucking tweet she actually was shady.
So then Bianca responded to Aquaria and said, "Baby girl, they didn't ask you to do All Star 7. What makes you think they want you? They want you for the pit stop." She ate. I'm sorry, she ate, and Aquaria is my baby, but Bianca ate down. They didn't ask you to even be part of the all winners. What makes you think they want you to guess host the pit stop?
Gag them a bit.
Gag them a bit. Gag me, for sure.
I could RHONJ.
Like gag me for sure. Oh, my phone just fell. Hold on.
It's like fishing. I used to fish before.
But yeah, that was a little situation that we saw on the Instagram. Girl, don't you even play with me, girl. The other thing was, for all of you who know our, legendary queen, Trinity the K-Bonet, are you familiar?
She did Beyonce for the All Stars halftime show.
All Star 6.
Halftime report.
Yes, All Star 6. So, Trinity K-Bonet was under fire recently because
Like she was under fire on the fucking surgery table.
So yeah, she was under fire recently because Trinity K. Bonet went to see Beyonce Renaissance Tour and the Supreme Renaissance Tour. So she was there, and while she was there, she saw Miss Tina Knowles, and
we love you, Tina.
We love you, Tina. I actually interviewed Miss Tina Knowles. Fun fact.
That was like one of the most, when you have like your friends do shit and you're like, wow, like you ate that. That was a moment I was gagged. I said, bitch.
No, like that. One of my biggest moments. I interviewed the legendary Tina Knowles. Go check it out. It's on my page at Wellington on Air.
Pretty much you know Beyonce.
Huh?
Pretty much you know Beyonce.
Like Beyonce's next.
Beyonce is next to call. Ru called, Beyonce's calling next. She just doesn't like to call when she knows we're recording. She respects us.
Yeah.
Ru, on the other hand,
girl.
You don't know
so, Tina recognized Trinity while they were out at the concert and called her over. So then Trinity took a picture with her and posted a picture, and her caption read, "Standing at the bar, security taps me. Miss Tina wants you, Trinity. Good to see you again. She remembered me. Then asks, did I want to stand with her? Not tonight, Granny. I gotta see mother up close. Yeah, Tina Knowles wanted to speak to me. More posts later. I'm still gagging. Hashtag my life. Hashtag bless. Hashtag Renaissance. Hashtag London."
What the fuck?
So social media came heavily onto Trinity because, one of the comments read, he refused to stand with Beyonce's mom because he wanted to see Beyonce's from up close. He literally fucked up an opportunity to meet Beyonce. That was one of the nicest things that I saw. But other people were saying, like, how rude it is for you to call Miss Tina Knowles a granny. Da 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 da.
The Beehive took care of the rest.
Yeah, the Beehive really took care of the rest, and it even made Trinity change the caption and legitimately acknowledge the fact that she was getting torn up in the comments for calling Tina Knowles a granny, even though she is the grandmother of 5 kids, I think she mentioned. So it's like,
yeah, bitch, but it's like also context. Like, you're not gonna go up to your fucking first day of work meeting your boss that's older than you and be like, "How are you, grandpa?" Like, it's like a thing of respect. Like, bitch, you calling her a granny? Like, that's Tina Knowles. There's, what we were saying when we were watching College Hill. Like, I didn't think like Amber Rose was white or black. I was just like, she's just Amber Rose. It's like
she's like this, like she's a thing, like just like she's an institution. So it's like she's an institution. She owns.
And what you will not do is disrespect this institution.
That's what you will not do. Cue clip from College Hill. But yeah, so Trinity apologized and said that she didn't mean any harm. But yeah, that was.
Well, bitch.
Oh my god.
Another caller. Caller number 2 here. Let's see what they got to say.
Hi, caller number 2. Right now, you just called to the Talk on Air. What do you have to say? It's Pride Month. Tell me, what is one of your favorite Pride memories?
You.
Who's you? Tell me. Tell me more. Who are you talking about?
Wellington Gomez.
And what is your favorite Pride memory about him?
He just appreciates who he is and he never hides it. And that just encourages people to want to be themselves and to be free always.
Wow.
To freedom!
Freedom.
Wow. Happy Pride Month. You heard it here first. Caller number 2. Thank you so much for calling. Talk to you later. Wow.
She's an ally?
That's my best friend.
Oh, that's
sister. That's sister.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in. But I just love the callers tonight. Everybody wants to call into the talk.
I don't think I have service right now. My phone is about to die. That's why.
Like, I don't know if these calls were set up by production or what, but like, the fact that everybody's calling into the talk right now has me shook.
Let's take a moment. Production, you were really doing the thing. Doing the thing. You got to guess.
Production is insane. Like, production has been on a coffee enema for like 3 weeks and has not slept. Like, production is working hard. I know you guys
She's editing next week's episode right now that we haven't recorded.
We haven't even recorded. Like, I know you guys noticed, like, production value is up. We're more consistent with the way we release our episodes. Things are more organized. I know you guys as an audience notice.
Real here, baby.
And it's we're growing, and this is a team effort. So we are so grateful for production because they are just amazing. And I say they because they're non-binary.
They're non-existent. No.
But they're everywhere.
Everywhere at once. Unlike Trinity this summer, because she will be canceled by the Beehive. Next up.
Wait. Before you get into this story, I wanted to mention, so another story on the Timeline Halftime Report that I really, really, really wanted to mention is the fact that Drag Race France Season 2, the cast was announced, and one huge shocker. So for I think some of our audience definitely let's tune into Legendary on HBO Max when it was on.
You couldn't be queer and not tune in.
If you were queer and you did not tune into Legendary,
We're queer.
I just don't know what to tell you. Like, hate crime. Don't call yourself a queer.
Deep fry.
Because if you did not support Legendary,
Production.
yikes.
We gonna skip over that for you.
Yeah, production say
We're gonna get it
bitch.
on soaptoday.com.
She said she has a she said she has a jailbroken fire stick.
I would like to see it.
Production, you have 1 week to claim your gay card.
That's what we're doing today.
1 week. You know that in this month we don't play about it. Your gay card has to always approve. No declining.
We will revoke it.
Anyways, Kiana Revlon from the House of Revlon, who competed on HBO Max Legendary, is joining Drag Race France for season 2. If you guys remember Kiana from Legendary, she ate the runways, she ate the performances. The judges loved her. The House of Revlon was known for their fashions. They came from Paris. They were the first international house. So I'm really excited to see someone that was on another show, on another queer show, stepping into the Drag Race world and continuing a legacy.
Look at the doors that Aja has opened. Shout out Aja.
Shout out Aja. Shout out Aja, because Aja going on Legendary also let the girls know that they can really do whatever they want. And they can try out things, and they can go out there and chase the bag and still put on for queer people and still put on for the fucking culture.
Fighting for your fans.
Like, for real, for real. So shout out to Aja. We love you on this podcast. But yeah, so I just really wanted to mention about Kiana joining Drag Race France season 2. So make sure you check it out on World of Wonder. Okay. Now that the halftime report is done, we're going to get into our last final story, which is the big one of the night.
Dun dun dun.
I know you saw that mess with Ivy Oddly. Can you hold this for me, please?
I was on it.
Like, did you see anything about it?
I did see it, but I will say I needed more context. I was like, what exactly is going on here? And of course, we had to do the research.
Right. And very fair that you needed that context, because you don't ever want to just start talking out your ass,
I think that has happened to me before. What was it? I think someone said something about Azalea Banks. And it was just
like, you lost it. You just lost it.
The what?
Like, when someone says something about Azalea Banks.
Oh yeah. And it was completely wrong, the information. But
we live and we learn.
We live and we learn. But today we did the correct research to see what Miss Evie Oddly was talking about. She had a lot to get off her chest this week, and she had taken it onto Twitter.
Yeah, she really went to Twitter, and Drag Race winner Evie Oddly calls out producers for being capitalist culture thieves, says it took over a year to receive her grand prize money. And I quote, "They drive themselves home in their luxury cars when their contestants are sleep deprived, depressed, and drastically underpaid." Well, World of Wonder? Okay, but that wasn't all.
That's not where she ends.
She says, 1, these queens are remarkable. Wait, hold on. Because it's like, I want to make sure that I'm going to just read everything she said, because there's so much that it's just like...
And this is a fun part where you guys get involved. Figure out the order with us.
Right. She says, catching up on All Stars 8, and I have 2 thoughts. 1, these queens are remarkable. The drag artists are and have always been the lifeblood of what makes this franchise great. All things we love, the looks, the catchphrases, the memes, the drama, it all comes from the queens. 2, the producers are often greediest, most calculating, capitalist culture thieves. She's literally eating them. Like,
Azalea Banks helped her type this up.
They fuck with real people's lives, careers, opportunities, and health. They drive themselves home in their luxury cars when their contestants are sleep deprived, depressed, and drastically underpaid for their contributions to the cultural phenomenon. Then they tell themselves they're good people for showcasing queer content and creating opportunities for us
He's getting
while
emotional.
ignoring the irreparable damage they cause
Mm.
and creating a chokehold monopoly on how drag artists can succeed.
Mm.
Wow.
She took her time. She took her time. But wait, there's more.
No, and
Like, we want to unpack that.
like yeah, because like I think it's really important to see one a drag race winner, Evie Oddly.
Who's in the good grace?
Season 11 winner got asked back to come for All Star 7 and was in good grace. Something must have really ticked her off for Evie to say all of these things. And clearly we know what that is. It took over a year for her to get her coin.
But did she get the coin?
Did she get the coin? We still have more to read. But I think is she laid it out. And I think that it's important to hear from someone that it's in there as a participant.
Yeah, like full on experience.
You know, it's easy for production to be able to mix and match and edit around, but the participants, the queens that submit themselves to this process are truly the ones that know what goes in there and how they're treated. So if we see somebody that up to this point has been in good graces to the point that was asked for the legendary all winner season, she's not talking just to talk. There's a serious issue. So it kind of even validates her point more. So something that really stuck out for me was when she said they drive themselves in luxury cars while their contestants are sleep deprived, depressed, and drastically underpaid for their contributions to a cultural phenomenon. To me, that's so sad.
Because that's like, she's not even being nasty, where as we've seen other queens before, just like go on and rant emotionally, versus she's
being factual, and she's being descriptive of what's happening, and she's also being truthful, because we already know that the queens, how you call it, they go into the hotel and they have to stay there, and the things that productions has to maneuver in order to keep them there, etc., etc. So like we already know that aspect. So it's not far-fetched to me that these queens also feel sleep deprived, underpaid, and depressed. Like while these producers are driving home in their luxury cars, they pay attention. They know this.
Yeah. But what would be the solution to this? Like paying them more? Like, it's like if they pay them more, like they're still gonna be sleep deprived and all that. I feel like that's part of the competition. I mean, not the depression part. I hope not. But I feel like what she wants, like more like pay. Like
let's finish. Let's see what she has to say. She continues and says, "Ask any of the drag kings who've never been cast, or the trans contestants who are barred from being themselves into a few years ago when they realized how lucrative their representation was in culture wars. P.S. They took over a year to pay me my winnings because they conveniently kept forgetting they owed me 100K. Let me be clear. I am so thankful for Drag Race. That show changed my life long before I was ever part of its Fiverr. But I'm hopeful for a future where queer people have opportunities to flourish outside of a fake competition to make a few rich old gays richer."
Damn. She's just as bad as calling Tina an old granny. But hers is more passionate and has factual, opinion. Like
that's a legit claim. Season 11 winner Evie Oddly is claiming that Drag Race producers are taking advantage of queens. Like this is a legitimate huge story. And
okay, do you think she should have taken it to like a different platform instead of Twitter, like maybe Rundown Media, or like?
I mean, yeah, I think that she should have definitely reached out to a platform that could have definitely helped her get the message out there. But she also has a ton of fans, so like I feel like that's what makes this even more raw is the fact that she's talking directly to her fans, and she's telling her fans like this is how I feel, and yeah, like I think that it's
more of her expressing her feelings versus attacking the franchise.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's impressive.
Yeah, she's just sharing her opinion. Well, I don't know. I think that like of course they're valid, there's maybe always the size to a story.
This girl wants to be on Drag Race, so she's not gonna say anything, girl. She's not gonna say anything because she wanna be on Drag Race, girl.
I already signed my NCA.
So like, she's not gonna say anything. But me, what I will say is that I hope that every person get their money when it came to
Todrick Hall.
Todrick Hall. I just hope that everybody that is in Drag Race, that is involved in Drag Race, gets their money.
Yeah.
Because I know the Dragula girls are getting their money. And
shout out to Blade Brothers.
And that's no shade. But I know the Dragula girls get their money.
I said Dublé.
Boulay. Girl.
I'm Spanish.
That has been the tea. Now you decide the shade. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of The Tug. And listening to the Hot Topics version.
Well, this was a lot of fun. I'm happy that we're switching it up, bringing new content, and of course, staying tuned in. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share all things The Tug.
So follow us on Instagram at The Tug Podcast and on Twitter at The Tug Podcast. And if you like to watch, we're on YouTube. So just go at The Reality Rundown. Our show gets streamed on the Reality Rundown Network, so you can just find everything reality TV there. So, but if you like to listen to us on your way home, when you're driving, at the gym, when you're douching, just go on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We're right there. Just search The Tug and we come on.
Just a click away, baby.
We love you, we love you, we love you.
Happy Pride.
Bye.
Mwah.